So let's get into this. My character will hail from Lumio City, who would love the Pokemon Lucario, as I get Riolu as my starter. I'm 10 years old, then I start way before Ash does. I head straight for, and I conquer the Kalos League. But I sadly used to Diantha because of my type matchups. I only use one Pokemon. So I get on to a low point as I think to myself, I just lost that. How about I train for a little bit more? I head to the Tower of Mastery, and I try and use Mega Evolution with Lucario, but sadly that doesn't work. Mega Evolution is sadly not working. As he says that he has a strong bond with Lucario, why isn't it working? Gurken, no, it's Guru. I'm gonna call him Gurken. Gurken says you must not have a strong enough bond with Lucario to access Mega Evolution. So he goes, as I challenge the Kalos League again after the training, and I still can't win. But then when I'm back at Geosense Town, where I'm supposed to be training, I moved to Shadow City for a couple of days, as people are going on around a mystery of a giant Tyranitar in the middle of the ocean, which there's a whirlpool surrounding it, and whoever dares to come meets a black Tyranitar with a yellow chest spike thingy, and it instantly annihilates anyone there. Christian says, maybe I can go, and he says, let's go, as then he thinks of a Pokemon that can surf and probably get him there. Someone offers him, an old man offers him a giant ship, a submarine that could probably get him there, even though the man is not hopeful that this child will return. Christian goes through the plan and finds a giant whirlpool in the middle of the ocean. He does a certain song, a certain whistle, that makes the giant Tyranitar attack. It instantly launches a blue Hyper Beam. You see where I'm going. Okay, so normal Tyranitar. It launches a blue Hyper Beam, as it instantly destroys the ship. Almost destroys it. But Lucario used Bone Wars that somehow blocked it. As Christian says, come on, let's go Lucario! Aura Sphere! As an Aura Sphere would launch out, hitting the Tyranitar over and over, as Lucario would barrage it. But then he'd be smacked down onto the ship. Christian would catch him saying, back into the submarine, and then they dive underwater, which the Tyranitar grabs the ship and starts shaking it. The controls go out of order and he goes, dang it! He says, come on out, everyone! He's got his 4 Pokemon. Lucario, Talonflame, Garchomp, and for his final one, he's got Umbreon. He goes, guys, we have this to worry about. He says, Garchomp, run up and use Dragon Claw. Umbreon, Dark Pulse, Talonflame, get Lucario out of here, it's really hurt. As Garchomp and Umbreon attack underwater, which is a terrible idea, but Tyranitar, but they're holding on. Then Umbreon gets actually swallowed into Tyranitar's mouth. Garchomp is angered as it used Dragon Rush and water to collide with its face, and then its throat to make it spit out Umbreon. But then Tyranitar's mouth opens up with Umbreon in it. It's ready to charge up a full power Hyper Beam, but Umbreon uses, down its throat, it uses Dark Pulse. And then he goes, ugh. As Tyranitar's weakened, as Umbreon jumps out, Christian goes, grr, as he gives Lucario citrus berries. He says, we need to bring this thing up. As he gave Umbreon and Garchomp a waterproof communicator. He says, Garchomp, hit it up to the sky. It will damage the boat, but at least it'll do damage. As Garchomp uses Dragon Rush and knocks it into the sky. He goes, it's coming down any second, get in! As he gets them in, as they blast off. The explosion hits their boat and cracks it a little bit. He says, use Covet, Umbreon! As Covet seals up the crack. As then he goes, good. As then he starts driving away. Lucario arrives back with Talonflame as he goes, alright guys, I have a plan. As he gives Lucario Talonflame, a communicator, so he says, "Alright, get ready for our plan. Talonflame, you're gonna use Brave Bird underwater and knock it into the sky again, and then you all are gonna finish it off." He puts on a jetpack, and he's got attack releasing armbands, which can stop attacks coming towards him. Instantly, they jump out of the water, and Lucario smacks into the sky, along with Talonflame and all the rest of his Pokemon, knocking this thing into the sky. And then it shoots out Hyper Beam at Kirsten, who blocks it with his arm braces, which break. And she goes, "Dang it!" Then he says, "Wait a minute," as he pulls out a Master Ball and goes, "Go, Master Ball!" as he catches it, and then the storm goes away. He finds the Pokeball and puts it in his pocket. He says, "We just caught a giant Tyranitar!" As then he goes to the Pokemon Center, and no one expects him to return back with the ship fully intact. He says, "Well, that was easy." After that, I head to all the other regions. Alola, Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh. I have to re-separate my team because it's not good to do that. So I separate my entire team, cutting all the team members, until I finally get... And then after that, it's just me and Lucario. We were already saying the Pokemon will be on my team after going through all the regions. I have Lucario, Pidgeot, Umbreon. I have Umbreon, since it's a Gen 2 Pokemon, and it's not a Gen 1 or 4. From Generation 3, I got my pseudo-legendary Salamence. Okay, no I don't. I have my pseudo-legendary, the giant Tyranitar. Then I have for my next Pokemon, my next Mon, is a special Pokemon, a Gekkoga, since I technically don't have a starter Pokemon. I'm kidding, it's Dusk Lycanroc. I picked up a Dusk. Okay, I didn't. I'm sorry guys for lying. I didn't have a Dusk Lycanroc. I got an Alolan Raichu from Alola. And for my Kalos Pokemon, I have Aegislash. And then I have my 3 in rotation, which are Toxtricity from the Galar region, you know what, screw Pidgeot, I have Corviknight from the Galar region. I like Corviknight, it's my favorite bird Pokemon. The next one I have is actually Dusk Lycanroc. I like this Pokemon too much. I wanted it for so long. And my final one is Zoroark, Master of Illusion, since I really like Zoroark. So let's get into my battle with my final battle. This battle is against a new trainer. His name is Jackson. Remember Jackson from my video? Well, we're not going to continue with him. Now I challenged the Galar League, and I battle Leon. He puts me down to my last Pokemon, except my Tyranitar basically took down his entire team. My Tyranitar took about 2 down as to how powerful it was, but then it went down to Leon's Charizard, and now I send out my Lucario, my last Pokemon. Leon gets ready with his Charizard, as I would be battling with all of my heart's content. As Leon would say that you're not even close to being in sync with your Pokemon. You have to act serious in this battle. Christian yells how I am serious. But Leon tells him he's not, he's just bluffing. Christian goes as he gets so pissed. I'll be right back. Christian says, you think we're not in sync? He goes, I'll show you. But Lucario roars out to not do it with its aura. As Christian calms down and goes, Lucario? I say, Lucario, let's go! Full power, we're taking this guy down. Lucario goes, Brah! Then Lucario's aura starts to flare. It creates a humongous blue explosion, as then, he says, Christian says, we're in sync! We're best friends! Let's go, Lucario! And we both punch their hands into the sky as a burst of aura comes down on Lucario as it transforms into Aura Burst Lucario. If you don't know what that is, please check out Infamous Trainer's video. He's got a design for it. Then Christian says, Lucario creates 2 Aura Fists. As Christian smiles, going, let's go! As suddenly rushes at Leon's Charizard as goes. It disappears in mirages. Leon's Gigantamax Charizard as it goes. With multiple punches, it's bodying Charizard. And it creates a giant Aura Sphere and throws it down. Charizard's Max Flare counters it, but it doesn't even get through as it goes. It says Bone Rush as the Bone Rush turns into an actual sword. But then it turns back to a bone as it smashes down on Lucario's head, on Charizard's head, as it goes. It says, let's go! Lucario gets ready for another Aura Sphere, but it's close range this time. And he says, Lucario, blast it! As Lucario creates it in like a Master Rasengan as he rushes towards. And then Lucario crushes the ground. As it goes. Leon Charizard turns back and uses Thunder Punch. And they're getting ready to clash. As they go. As they clash, as then they're blitzing at each other. And they create a humongous explosion, annihilating the stadium, but Leon's Charizard is down. As Christian goes, as Lucario turns back to normal, as we finally won, and now we train that form to its maximum. I had my final battle with Gurkin, where I defeat him with little to no difficulty with my Lucario. Then I enter the World Tournament, World Coronation Series, where I get through and I'm already at the Master Class, where then I meet him, Ash Ketchum, who is the original Alola champion, as I challenge Ash to a one-on-two battle. He tells him he wants to fight both Ash and Go in a 2-on-1 battle. I'll only use my Lucario. Ash says, go, Lucario! Pikachu's kind of sad, but Ash says that it will be a great learning experience for Lucario, and how Pikachu will be his next choice. As Pikachu gets happy again, Go sends out Cinderace. Christian goes, I battled the Cinderace before. Christian says, Lucario! As it activates Aura Burst. Ash is shocked, and so is Go. As he goes, Ash goes, whoa! As then I defeat Ash with little to no difficulty. As then Lucario rushes, creating 2 Aura Fists. As it looks at Cinderace, and Cinderace charges up a Powerball, and Lucario charges up a Aura Sphere. They shoot it out, but my Lucario smacks them away, and then it pulls out its Aura Fist and blitzes both. Blitzes Lucario going. Lucario can't defend itself as he goes. And it knocks out Ash's Lucario in an instant. He cuts an orb and throws it down. In that 20 seconds, instantly Cinderace is on the ground knocked out, with Christian Lucario having its foot on both Lucario and Cinderace's chest. As he goes, Ash Christian says, enough Lucario, you beat him. Ash goes, insane! Christian says, I also battled this random wild Greninja in Kalos. I tried to catch it, but it didn't work. It had this weird bonding ability. Or it randomly went to the state, and my Lucario could barely keep up with it. But then we finally defeated it. I tried catching it, but a green Pokemon stopped me. You kind of remind me of that Greninja's face. Ash Ketchum. He says, well, I'll be on my way now. As he leaves.